We were at Bartram Trail last week when the Bears completed a perfect regular season, the first in school history. The next setup, the school's first ever state championship. But the rigorous 8A class, it is a grind just to advance in the playoffs. Tonight, the Bears hosted a Spruce Creek team with 6 wins on the year, 4 of them coming on the road. This would not necessarily be a walkover. To Bartram we go. The Bears trying to get it done against Spruce Creek. Big night for the home crowd. Everybody excited. Bartram in the black, Spruce Creek in the white. We pick it up early first quarter. Bartram with the ball in the red zone off an early Spruce Creek fumble. Chad Dodson pitches out to Eric Weatherly, who finds a seam on the outside and takes it to the house early. Touchdown. Extra point would be good. 7-0 Bartram on top. Spruce Creek with the ball now. Quarterback Logan Garcia takes the snap from the shotgun. Few quick looks downfield, but the sack comes in, forcing a punt. Bears are fired up. Bears with the ball again. Dodson running a little option to his right. Pitches it out. A.J. Jones. What a season he's had for Bartram. Lowers the shoulder, showing some power on a first down run. A few plays later, Dodson to pass and hits Brandon Chim in the wide receiver screen. Chim does the rest. Diving into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point good. Bartram up 14-0. Bears with the ball again. Dodson hands it off to Jones, who pitches it right back. The old flea flicker. Dodson connects with a streaking Eric Weatherly down the middle, who breaks a shoestring tackle, and he is gone. 63 yards for the touchdown. Bears up 21-0 at that point. They would go on to a 42-0 win to stay perfect on the season. Like Bartram Trail, Fleming Island went through the season undefeated. And like Bartram, Fleming was rewarded with a home game in the first round of the playoffs. The Golden Eagles hosted Wekiva, a 7-3 team on the season. One of their losses was to their rivals Apopka 34-0 last week. So question would be, would Fleming be able to keep the Mustangs down early? To the island we go. Second quarter, no score. Wekiva would get on the board first after being shut out last week. It's Larry Preston in from 4 yards out. Makes it a 7-0 Wekiva lead. Golden Eagles would answer, and it would take just 2 plays. Dean Hyams to Timothy Thomas on the screen. Gets a block on the corner right there, and he is gone. 67 yards, touchdown Golden Eagles, game tied at 7. Ensuing Mustangs possession, Darius Harris playing a little defense. The interception, and he will return it back to the Wekiva 12-yard line. 3 plays later, it's Hyams to Broden Domenico on the slant. He's got it, he's in, touchdown, 14-0 Fleming Island. Later in the half, Hyams rolls right and finds T.K. Kokak behind everyone, and the big fellow rumbling 46 yards for the touchdown. Fleming Island goes on to the victory, 28-14 to advance to the second round. We mentioned Westside earlier, but Terry Parker has to be included when you talk about surprise teams of the year. In just his second season, Sharon Dorsey has the Braves in the playoffs. And not just that, but they were hosting a playoff game for the first time this century. Could Parker move into the second round? Tonight they needed to get past Tallahassee Godby to do it. To Arlington we go. Godby will wear the white. Parker wearing the all reds for this one. Braves already down 7-0 in the first quarter when the punt snapped over the head of the punter. After the dust settles, Godby would take over at the Parker 8-yard line. You don't want special teams problems in the postseason. 2 plays later, second and goal from the 1. Jacquez Yant in for the touchdown, 14-0 Godby. Second quarter now, Parker going forward on 4th and 12 from the 22. Artis Maddox Jr. in for the starter Will Weiss. Your quarterback scrambles, buys time, and finds Damani Dent for 13 yards, and that's a first down. 4th and goal at the 3, going forward again. This time, though, Maddox sacked. Godby led 14-0 after the first quarter. Second quarter now, Parker going for it, 4th and 5 from the Godby 35. Maddox will buy time again with his feet. But his throw behind his target and over his head. Godby takes over on downs. Cougars offense cashes in. Jaquel Leland up the middle, heads to the sideline, one man to beat, and he does. Godby goes on to the 38-14 win. Parker finishes the season at 7 wins and 3 losses. Coming up, we check in on the 1A classification. Hilliard trying to beat Brantford for the second time this year. Stick around. There's more Football Friday coming up right after this.
Here at Baker County, we love our Wildcats and we love Football Friday going forward.